everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today is going to be really fast. I'm going to be discussing everything you need to know about investing in treasury bills. And my name is Tolash. I'm also being called the finance chef or Chef Tolash. So basically I have I have MSc in finance, so and I'm also a chef, so that's why I call myself the finance chef. So basically, let's just get into it because I don't want to waste our time at all. Let's get into it. A lot of people want to invest in treasury bills, but there are a lot of things people don't know about investing in treasury bills, which I want to discuss with us today. There are a lot of things people don't know about treasury bills that I need to discuss with us. I need you to know that you can go for auction with 100,000 naira. I'm very sure a lot of people think you can't go for auction with your 100,000 naira. You can actually go for auction with your 100,000 naira. Another mind about treasury bills is that treasury bills, you have to pay withholding tax on treasury bills. No, you don't have to pay withholding tax on treasury bills. It's free from withholding tax. Also, I always try to. Then also a lot of people think that rate is implicit. Like, so when I tell you 90 days is 18%, 182 days is 18.5, you assume that is what you are going to be getting. So what the thing is, rate is per annum, right? So when you tell you 90 days is 18%, it means 18% times 90 all over 365 days times the amount of money you are investing in the treasury bills. Yes, that is how to calculate treasury bills. So you are supposed to is normal basic PLT all over 100, principal rate times time, and your time is the number of days, right? Because treasury bills is basically number of days: 90 days, 91 days, 182 days, and 364 days if you are going for primary market. However, you can choose to go for secondary markets, right? And basically, if you go for secondary market, you might not be buying the exact 91 days anymore. You might be buying maybe 67 days, 52 days, 45 days, 207 days, depending on the number of days you are buying. Always note that number of years is 365 days. So if any number of days you are buying, that is going to be, so if it's 205 days you are buying, 205 over 365 days times 100 over 1 times the rate the bank is giving you, which is per annum. Always note that rate is per annum. Always know that with treasury bill is free from withholding tax, and always know that with your 100,000 naira you can go for primary market. However, if you don't have the time to go for primary market auction, you can also go for secondary market. But I always advise people to go to the bank to bid, because that is the best place to bid. I'm not like, and I will give you banks that have good rates: Stanbic number 1, First Bank number 2, Providence Bank number 3, and yes, Providence Bank, First Bank, Stanbic. Those are and GTB has good rates. Like, what I mean by good rate is, if the stock rate is like 22%, right, the most time they just usually take a spread of 1%. So their secondary market can go for 20% or 21.5. You get, so it's reasonable. So that's why I always say these banks have better rates. Personally, I would not advise you to buy treasury bill from an investment firm. But if you want to buy from an investment firm, these are the things you need to note. Note that you are going to be paying withholding tax on the treasury bills. Note that your processing fee will be higher, because basically processing fee is usually 0.05% of the face value. So if you are going to buy treasury bill from the secondary markets and you are buying from an investment bank, note that you are paying withholding tax. Note that you are paying an higher processing fee, which can be as high as 0.75% instead of 0.005% of the face value. Just note that it's very important. Also, I'll be talking about the apps you can use in purchasing treasury bills. If for any reason you are not around the bank where you can go to the bank to submit your form, well, you can always use iInvest. You can always use AfriInvest app. That's the Afri 2.0 app. You can buy from Bamboo. You can buy from Bamboo. Then you can also buy from Ladder, Money Africa Ladder. You can buy treasury bills also there. But just always know that if you are buying from an investment bank, you are paying withholding tax. It's only when you buy directly from the bank you are not paying withholding tax. If you are buying from an investment bank, also know that they will sell secondary market for you. But if you are buying from a bank like Stanbic, First Bank, you can buy from primary market, because they will bucket your fund. So what they do is that normally for treasury bills, the minimum is 50 million, 50 million 100,000, 50 million and 1,000. But because they want to help we that don't have plenty money, they will now bucket our funds. They will collect our 100,000, your 200,000, your 300,000, put it together until it gets to 50 million plus, and bid on our behalf, and they will now share it among all of us, the amount they bidded for us. You get? So if the bank is bidding for you, it basically means that the bank will be using their rates to bid for you. But most times their rate is usually close to the stop rate, and sometimes they can win the bid or lose the bid. Win the bid in such that if the stop rate was 22.93, it means that the bank must have bidded between maybe 21 to 26%, and if it's 22%, they won, which stop rate is 22.93, means they must have bidded within 21 to 22.93, which made them to win. However, if they lose the bid, it's possible for a bank to lose a bid because it means they bidded higher than the stop rate. If they bid higher than the stop rate and they lose the bid, it means that you will not be debited. And again, things to note is that treasury bills is done every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks Wednesday. So you can continue. So I'm saying that treasury bill is being done every 2 weeks Wednesday, right? So basically it means that if you go for bid this Wednesday, it means the next bid will be, the next primary auction will be in the next upper week Wednesday. So when you go for bid on Wednesday, what happens is that the banks hold your money. So you are supposed to submit your form on Tuesday. You go to the bank, you submit your form either on Monday or Tuesday. You go for bid, bank will go for bid on your behalf on Wednesday. And when they go for bid on your behalf on Wednesday, it means value will be given if they win the bid, right? That's the rate. Value will be given on Thursday and Friday. So they can debit you on Thursday or debit you on Friday. So that is just basically it. And when they debit you, if they debit you on Thursday, by Friday you get your treasury bill certificate. If they debit you on Friday, by Monday or Tuesday you get your treasury bill certificate. If you don't get your treasury bill certificate, all you need is just go to the banking hall to get your certificate. And if you have a relationship with your relationship manager, all you need to do is send a mail to your relationship manager that you want to do treasury bill, do an instruction, and get it sorted. However, for treasury bill again, what you can do again is, when you buy treasury bill, is a discounted instrument. We all know discounted is such that you get your interest in advance, right? So if you are doing 5 million, they will debit you about 4 million, 3 million thereabouts. So for treasury bill, you can choose to reinvest that interest if you don't need the money. So what they will now do is they will help you reinvest the interest by compounding the interest. So in maturity, you'll be getting your principal and your interest. So if you are doing like 5 million naira, it means you are going to be debited 5 million naira, right? Then they will remove custody fee and some other fees. Then on maturity next year, you'll be getting about 6-point-something million naira. That's basically, you can choose to discount, you can choose to compound your interest. So depending on whatever you want, that is basically everything you need to know on treasury bill. Please let me know if you have any questions. Drop it in the comment section. We'll address it in our next video on treasury bills. I'm still your favorite chef Tolash, which is also the finance chef. Thank you.